who wants to see a color comparison. I am here to compare two 𝘠𝘠𝘠 colors. The one on my head is Shaded Mocha, and the code for that is 24BT18S8. Do you see why I had to read it? 24BT18S8. I'm comparing Shaded Mocha to Shaded Pralines and Cream 14/26S10. You want a short summary? Golden, red gold, more neutral to ashy. They're very similar tonally, but the warmth is the biggest difference. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm partnering with Brand Wigs to bring you this video. I recently reviewed, and actually my review is live, I'll make sure it's linked below, both of these wigs. The one on my head is 𝘠𝘠𝘠 Cameron, a beloved style that's been around for over 6 years, and I've heard from so many who love this wig, and Cameron Lite, her younger sister, with a much different cap, and my video shows the difference between the two caps. So if you haven't seen that video and you are curious about this regular synthetic style, then that video is linked below. And Brand Wigs really makes a lot of these possible because I break the bank if I had to buy every single wig that I showed you guys. So I'm really grateful that they were willing to send me these styles so I can make both of these videos. And I actually chose these colors specifically because I thought they would make a good comparison, because I know how hard color is. And while the codes can be helpful, you know, they're not entirely helpful because you don't know how they've blended. So, you know, you noticed all the numbers in these colors. It's because they used a lot of different colors and blended them to make the color that you see. And they, depending on how heavy-handed they were on some of those, will really impact how they look. And, you know, let's just say S8, for example. The S8 at the end of Shaded Mocha is the root. But an 8 can be warm and it can be neutral or even somewhat ashy. So it's helpful to know how they applied it and the application of those colors so you can make a good decision. I already have filmed my side-by-side comparison of these two, so I'm just going to let you see them both on my head, and then we can get to those side-by-side comparisons. So again, this is Shaded Mocha with a darker root, just slightly. This root is an 8 versus the 10 on the other one, and they did a great job. The S8 is shaded, and that just means it's not a long root, it's more of a shadow, and they do take the highlight colors all the way up to the root in some places, so that really makes the root subtle, super subtle. So this one is Cameron Lite, and this is the color Shaded Pralines and Cream, and 14/26S10, so a lighter root. And I'd say the biggest difference, this one is warm. It's got red, it's got gold. And this one, Shaded Mocha, simply has no red. It's not warm. And I would also say, I think tonally these are very, very similar colors. I don't think one is a lot darker or lighter than the other, but because the root is a little darker on the Shaded Mocha, it does give it a little bit more depth. That dimension created by the darker color is a little bit, makes it seem slightly darker, but it's really not significant. So I think we'll get to the other part of this video, but I think my final thought in this segment is, if you like warm tones, you like strawberry blonde, you like some gold, you know, you want that warmth and that reddish, it's not red, but reddish, then I think Shaded Pralines and Cream. But if you can't do reds and you really don't like the golds, then I think Shaded Mocha could be better. All right, we'll look at them side by side, and then I will get outside and show you these colors outside. All right, I think this gives you a really good view of the warmth difference. So we've got Shaded Mocha right there. That's the Shaded Mocha, and this is the Shaded Pralines and Cream. And you can see the Shaded Pralines and Cream, much warmer, a little bit more kind of golden. There's a red, kind of a red gold in there, and they're very, very, I I would say they're similar tonally and light versus dark. So I would say they're, you know, a similar kind of medium, dark blonde type of color. But if you want warmth and a little bit of red tones, then you're looking over here at Shaded Pralines in Cream. If on the other hand, you like it more ashy, more neutral, you don't want red, then you're looking at this Shaded Mocha right here. All right, let's look at these roots. So let's remember the color codes. On the John Renau line of wigs, if there's an S and then a number at the end, that's the root, basically means shaded. So on this one right here, Pralines in Cream, that is an S10. So the root is a 10, whereas on the Shaded Mocha, that is an S8. The lower the number, the darker the color. So we have got more of a medium brown versus a kind of a lighter brown. And I think it's important to note on both of these, you can barely tell that there's a root. It's not a thick root. They brought the highlights all the way up to the root, so it's not an obvious root. But over here, it's lighter. It blends more with the gold, the red and the gold, whereas this one is more neutral to ashy, if that matters to you. But darker on the Shaded Mocha than on the Shaded Pralines in Cream. All right, direct sunlight. This is really going to play up that gold. Bright, warm sun will make it look really golden. There's that root. Barely can tell that there's a root there in my opinion. All right, let me grab the other one. All right, Shaded Mocha. No red, no gold, a little darker root. You can hear the pool maybe. There's my niece and her boyfriend are swimming. They're adults, so I don't have to watch them. All right, I hope this helped. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks for watching. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.